Hello yogis, welcome to Daily Yoga morning class. Remember, if anybody is sick or injured, go back to bed. We're going to do just a standard class this morning. Begin by allowing your feet to flop apart, let your hands drift away from your sides, palms up. Gently pull your shoulder blades together in the back and make sure your head and neck are in line with your spine. Take a few moments to notice how you're feeling. Check in with mind, body, and spirit. Clear your mind and begin to follow your breath. As you breathe in, let your belly expand. And as you breathe out, let your belly soften. Allow the back of your body to relax. Snuggle down into your mat. Now expand your exhales and allow them to become longer than your inhales. Then connect your breath so that your inhales and your exhales flow into one another. Think of your breath as an unbroken circle. At the end of your next exhale, pause. Allow your breathing to come to normal. And bring your awareness to your heart center. Then bringing mind, body, and spirit together, set an intention for your practice today. Now return to your breath. Focus on any areas you feel tension or stress or resistance or discomfort and breathe into them. Before we begin moving, take a moment to remember what your surroundings look like. Make small movements of your fingers and your toes. And gently turn your head from side to side. A moment to scan your body once again. And breathe into any remaining tension or stress or resistance or discomfort. And then whenever you're ready, choose a breath in, bring your arms up over your head behind you, and give yourself a big stretch. Then exhale long and slow and steady and relax. Snuggle back down into your mat. Keep breathing. Next breath in, stretch it out again. Spread your fingers and toes, press out through your heels, and gently press down on your knees. Then exhale long and slow and steady and relax. Then stretch one arm in the opposite leg. And as you exhale, let go. Stretch the other side long. And this time as you exhale, bring your arms back down next to you, palms up, pull your shoulder blades back together and back again. Bend your knees, bring your feet flat to the mat. Kick your toes up and wiggle them and bend them and stretch them and crunch them. Rock your feet back and forth and side to side. Then pick up one leg and set that ankle on the opposite thigh. Allow the crossed over leg to relax and back the other heel up towards your body. Focusing on the side of the crossed over leg. Wiggle the knee back and forth a few times and loosen up that hip. And then let it come to rest. Reach down and lace your fingers either around the outside of the opposite shin or back behind the thigh, whichever is easiest, and then snuggle back down into your mat. Try to keep your shoulders and your elbows, your torso relaxed, gentle tension on your legs. Take a couple of breaths. And then breathe in and flex your feet by turning your toes up and pressing out through your heels. And as you exhale, gently pull. Next breath in, stretch out through your heels a little bit more. As you exhale, pull your legs a little closer. Then lift your upper body up. Watch the angle of the crossed over leg. And try to keep your shoulders relaxed with your breath steady. Your head up as long as you can. Breathe it down when it gets heavy. Next breath in. The upper body come down. As you exhale, release your leg. Let your foot come down. Bring your arms down next to you, palms up, shoulder blades together, eyes closed. Uncross your ankle. Take a couple of breaths. And then when you're ready, pick up the other leg, set that ankle on the thigh, allow that leg to relax, slide the other heel back. Focus on this side. Breathe into any resistance or tension. And then wiggle the leg back and forth a few times to loosen up the hip a little bit more. Allow it to come to rest. And once again, reach down and lace your fingers either around the outside of the opposite shin or back behind the thigh, whichever is easiest. And snuggle back down. Try to keep your upper body relaxed, your breath steady. On a breath in, flex your feet. As you exhale, gently pull. Keep breathing. Next breath in, stretch out a little more through your heels. Exhale, pull again, and lift your upper body up. Watch the angle of the crossed over leg. Breathe. Keep your head up as long as you can. Breathe it down if it gets heavy. And then inhale your upper body down. Release your leg and
down. Allow your arms to come down next to your palms up, shoulder blades together, eyes closed. Arm across your ankle and take a couple of breaths. Then bring your knees up, rotate them in a circle and massage your lower back and tailbone. Reverse the direction of your circle. And bring yourself up to sit. Alright. Make sure your sit bones are on the mat. You want to grab a butt cheek in each hand, pull out your back, let your sit bones drop. Sit tall. Your shoulders relax. Chin parallel with the floor, eyes closed, take a couple of breaths. And focusing on the base of your spine, take a breath and lengthen through the crown of your head. As you exhale, slowly let your head bow forward, bringing your chin towards your chest. Breathe. Next breath in, bring your head to center, and as you exhale, tilt your head to one side, shrug the shoulder up on that side to meet that ear. Inhale your head to center, allow the shoulder to relax. Exhale to the other side, shrug that shoulder. Inhale to center, allow the shoulder to relax. Hang on to your knees and let your head drop back. Open your eyes wide, stretch your chin and your throat. Then inhale your head to center, and very slowly as you exhale, once again allow your head to bow forward and move your chin towards your chest. And inhale to center, and exhale. Grab an opposite knee. Let's inhale and lift. Exhale, twist. Breathe. Next breath in, begin moving in the opposite direction. Pull up on the knee. Exhale, twist. Breathe. And inhale back to center. And exhale. Alright, stretch your legs out. Turn your toes up. Tighten up all the muscles in your legs and inhale, pull your feet back and lift. Exhale, push, try and touch the floor with your toes. Inhale, pull and lift. Exhale, push. And again. And point your toes. One more time. And let go. You're done. Alright, let's make a V. And turn your toes up, pointing your knees up, lining the second toe up with the midline of your knee, twist toward one leg. There's a little hollow at the top of your thighs. You're going to move from there. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bow forward. Try to relax your hamstrings and your quads. If your knees relax. If the knee pops up, that's okay. We're going to push it down in a little while. Gently press down on the knee. And take the same hand and slide it down. Bring the other hand to your hip and twist, dropping your shoulder blade hands down your back. Looking up if you can, looking down if it makes you dizzy. Then float the arm on your head up. Open that chest. Breathe. Inhale, lengthen through your fingertips. Exhale, begin to sweep the arm towards your ear and open that side. Next breath in, raise that arm, follow it. Exhale it down, come back to center for a breath. Twist to the other side, find that little hollow. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bow forward. Keep your breath moving. Gently press the knee down. And slide that hand down and bring the other hand to your hip and twist. Shoulder blades down your back, open up if you can. Float the arm up. Inhale. Exhale, sweep it to your ear. Open that side and breathe. Next breath in, raise it up, follow it down, come back to center, take a breath. And then we'll do our dreaded forward folds. You have a choice, you can slide your hands down and just bow forward, or you can bring your hands in front and bow forward, whichever works. From the top of the thighs, just best you can, breathe. And then when you're ready, inhale, slide it back, round it up, and as you exhale, bring your legs back together. Take a breath. We are not doing upward plank today. Disappointed students. Oh well. Come on into child's pose. Take your time. You have some choices here. You can either come into full child's pose, support your head, whatever works. Restorative pose, so you want to relax. Breathe down your back. And then whenever you're ready, come into table. If you're warm, there's one layer. Can't help it. All right. Shoulders over your wrists, wrists parallel with the front edge of the mat, fingers spread wide, knees under your hips, back flat. We're going to inhale and shift the hips to one side. Exhale, twist your upper body in the opposite direction. Look as far behind you as you can. Inhale everything to center. As you exhale, twist in the opposite direction. And again, inhale center. Exhale, twist. Inhale center. tilt. Inhaling and rotating the pelvis forward. Exhale, rotate back, come into your cat stretch, pull your navel towards your back, stretch up like a cat, and then inhale forward. Let your exhales be longer than your inhales. And do one or two more. And then come up to your knees when you're ready. Step one foot forward. Get your balance. Bring the opposite elbow to the outside of the knee. Bringing your palms together, come into a prayer twist. Inhale your upper body to center. Exhale your arms up, parallel, shoulder width, and lunge. Shift back and bring that leg back. Take a break and either stay up on your knees or sit back for a breath. Coming back up, you're going to shift the other leg forward, balance. Bringing the opposite elbow to the outside of your knee, come into your prayer twist. Inhale to center, exhale and lunge. Inhale, shift it back. Exhale, step that foot back and come into child's pose for a couple of breaths, resting your lower back. And when you're ready, pick up and look forward, stretching your arms straight ahead of you. Once again, wrists parallel with the front edge of the mat, middle finger pointed forward, and let your head drop it down. Drop your shoulder blades down and back. On a breath in, come up to your hands and knees. As you exhale, lean into your hands. Turn your toes under and come to plank. Twisting the lower body, come to side plank. If this is difficult, drop the lower knee. Come back to plank. Take a breath. And switch to side plank on the other side. Plank, bend your knees, turn your toes under, and push back into extended child's pose again. On a breath in, come back up to your hands and knees. Once again, lean into your hands as you exhale. Begin to let your pelvis drop, don't let it touch. Shoulders relaxed, arms straight and strong. Come into a back bend. Squeeze your butt. Turn your toes under and lift for downward dog. So lift your hips, straighten your legs. Bring your feet under you a little, about hip width apart. Stretch back so your spine is long. Turn your sit bones up and then start to allow your heels to drop. Let one knee bend. Come back up to your toes, Allow your heels to drop. Let the other knee bend. Come back up to your toes. Let your heels drop. Take that first leg back and up. Looking forward, bend the knee. Slide the knee forward between your hands. Slide the other leg back. Keep your hips level. And come into pigeon. You can either fold. You can prop yourself up. You don't have to fold at all. Take a few breaths. And then on an inhale, lift your upper body up, slide your hands back as you exhale. Push your upper body tall. Turn your back toe under, breathe in. Come back to downward dog as you exhale. Again, up on your toes till you stretch that spine long, turn your sit bones up, then let your heels drop. Bend the other knee first. Back up to your toes. Allow your heels to drop. Bend the other knee. Back up to your toes. Allow your heels to drop. Take the leg back and up. Looking forward, bend it. Slide it. Start walking the back leg back. Keep your hips level. And then either fold, don't fold, breathe. Inhale your upper body up, slide your hands back, exhale tall for a breath. Turn your back toe under, breathe in, and it's back to downward facing dog. First come up to your toes, lengthen your spine, turn your sit bones up. Now try to let both heels drop. Chest comes down, head comes down. Full downward facing dog, take a couple of breaths. And then when you're ready, up to your toes, bend your knees, walk your feet forward, and slowly round yourself up. Make sure you're not dizzy or lightheaded. Take a breath. Alrighty. Mountain pose, Tadasana. Inner edges of your feet parallel with one another. Lift your toes up so you can feel the balls of your feet. Spread your feet, toes a little bit, and then let your toes rest. Outer edges of your feet parallel with the side of the mat. A little bit pigeon toe, a little bit knock-kneed. Stand tall. Let your shoulder blades drop down your back. Tuck your tailbone in. Keep your arms at your sides, palms in. Chin parallel with the floor, eyes closed. Try to breathe yourself into stillness. Allow your knees to relax. Allow your eyes to open. Turn your palms back. Inhale the arms up, do a little back bend, and as we exhale from the top of the thighs, just let your upper body get heavy and hang. If you can't touch the floor, bend your knees till you can. And drop your nose towards your knees. Keep lifting your sit bones a little bit as things loosen up. And then bend your knees, take in a breath, and begin to round yourself up. Bring your arms up, reach for the ceiling, exhale back to your position, take a breath. And then let's do some balancing. Try not to fall over. So balancing is essential. I like to balance off my mat, actually. We're going to start with tree pose. So shift your weight to one leg, one foot up. Hope that you have good balance today. And some days are better than others. So your branches go up, your roots go down, and you breathe. Shift to the other side. Find your balance. Hopefully, also do a one-legged squat, so you come back to the first leg, cross the other leg over above the knee, kind of squat down, and breathe. Or not. And then switch. Oh yeah. Diane's balance is really good today. Or not. Yeah, we get there. Then if you have a brick, I know I'm off camera a second. I'll be back. And you want to try this half moon pose. Place the brick. And switch sides. Why my balance is better with this, I have no idea. But it seems to be. You can also do that against the wall, or you can do it without a brick, the floor. Done balancing? Come on back to the front, to the beginning of your mat, to the front of your mat. Stand tall again, come still. When you're ready, step one foot back. Way back. Turn the back foot in, line your heels up, standing tall. Bring your arms out. You're going to inhale and kick the back hip out, coming into triangle. Shoulder blades down your back. Breathe in. And as you exhale, sweep the arm in the air down. Check the alignment of your feet. See if your heels are really lined up. Drop your nose towards your knee. Switch to revolve triangle. And then sweeping that arm down and forward, kick the back leg up. You have a choice. You can either come into candlestick with both hands, or if you can, lift the same hand for half moon pose. Sweep that arm down, drop that foot in, round yourself up, and come back to mountain pose. Take a breath. Step the other foot back. And kick your back hip out. Come on into triangle. Sweeping it down, checking the alignment of your feet. Drop your nose towards your knee. Come to revolve triangle. And sweeping that arm down and forward, kick the back leg up. Try and get your balance. Into half moon pose or candlestick. Drop the hand down, drop the foot in, round yourself up, and come back to mountain pose. Alright. Ready? Turn sideways. Separate your feet by whole bunches. Arms out. Inhale. Exhale to revolve triangle, side one. Inhale up. Exhale, revolve triangle, side two. Inhale up. Exhale, arms behind. Lace your fingers, pull your arms down, pull your shoulder blades together, and breathe in. As you exhale, bow forward from the top of your thighs. And then inhale your arms up in a big shoulder opener. And if you want to try a fun one, bring your hands down. And in front, you can put a brick, or you can try and get your head on the floor. Then lifting your head up, looking forward, walk your feet in so you can safely round yourself up. Bring your feet about 8 to 10 inches apart. Inhale, exhale into Malasana, a squat. Hold it for 3 seconds if you can. Then stand up without using your hands to touch the floor. Very nice. Okay? All right, go ahead and lie down on the back. And rest for a few breaths. Get ready to cool it down. With a spinal twist, a little stretch out, and then Shavasana. Make sure your head and neck are in line with your spine. Pull your shoulder blades together in the back, and just take a couple of breaths. Bend your knees and bring your feet to the mat. Then backing your heels up towards your body, the inner edges of your feet. Slide your arms away till they come out to shoulder level, palms down. And if your hands don't want to be palms down, don't force them. This is a restorative pose, so don't fight it. On a breath in, bring your knees up towards your chest. And as you exhale, let your knees fall to one side. Shoulder blades stay on the mat. Don't sacrifice legs for shoulders. So if your knee pops up, you can take a brick, put it in the middle. Should put that closer. If you want, or whatever works. You turn your head in the opposite direction of your knees. Close your eyes and rest. Notice where there's tension throughout your body. Try to breathe into it and let it go. Just a few more breaths on this side. breath in, bring your knees up, bring your head to center, straighten everything out. And as you exhale, let your legs fall to the other side. Once you're settled in, rotate your head in the opposite direction. Relax and breathe. Just a few more breaths on this side. You can hold these spinal twists as long as you like if you're doing this on your own. And whenever you're ready, bring your knees up. Straighten everything out. Place your feet back on the mat. Bring your arms in. Take a couple of breaths. Let's pick up one leg. Wrap your fingers around the back of the thighs, sending that leg straight up and pressing out through the heel. Just gently bring it towards you. Stretching not only the back of the leg, but up into your lower back. Couple of breaths. And start to relax that. Bend the knees, set that foot down. Take a breath. And then pick up the other leg. Same deal. Go, bend the knees, foot down, take a breath. Pick your legs up, grab a big toe in each hand, stretch your legs out and up, and rock side to side, massaging your spine. Let go of your feet, keep your knees bent, rotate your knees in a circle, and massage your lower back and tail. Reverse your circle. And then get yourself ready for Shavasana. If you'd like to cover up, do that. Otherwise, stretch yourself out. If you'd like to put your socks on, you can do that. Stretch yourself out. Allow your feet to flop apart. Let your hands drift away from your sides, palms up. Gently pull your shoulder blades together in the back. Make sure your head and neck are in line with your spine. Take a few moments to notice how you're feeling. Thinking back to the beginning of your practice and without judgment, notice if there's a difference between then and now. Then clear your mind and begin to follow your breath. Watch how it comes in a little cooler and goes out a little warmer, right at the edge of your nostrils. Now bring your awareness all the way down to your feet. And allow your toes, your feet, your ankles, and your lower legs to relax. Then soften your knees and let all the muscles in your thighs melt into the mat. buttocks and your lower back. Relax the middle of your back, your shoulder blades, and the back of your neck. Allow any tension that might still remain in your shoulders to run down your arms. And follow it as it moves through your elbows, through your wrists, into the palms of your hands, and out through the ends of your fingers and into your mat. Now relax your scalp. Smooth out your forehead. Let all the muscles in your face relax and allow your jaw to go slack. Relax your chin and your throat and that little hollow between your collarbones. Now breathe into your belly and let it expand. Breathe out long and slow and steady, and let your belly soften. Relax all the muscles of your chest. Bring your awareness to your heart center. And once again, bringing mind, body, and spirit together. Breathe in whatever it is you need from the universe. Breathe out your gratitude, your love, and your goodwill. Before you open your eyes, take a moment to remember what your surroundings look like. Make small movements of your fingers and your toes. And gently turn your head from side to side. And put a little smile on your face. Give yourself a stretch and slowly return to sitting. Please take a moment to send your goodwill to those in need of food and shelter, those in need of medical care, those who are grieving, and those who are at war. Thank you for joining me for yoga. Have a happy, peaceful day. Namaste, yogis.